A little bit of a snowy one today. Check this out. Flip you around here. That's our situation for farmer carries, but got some boots ready to go so that it's moderately safe. I'm gonna check the weight now. Hopefully, still at 210 plus per usual. Take off 3 pounds for a more specific weigh-in. Back here. Make sure we're not catching on anything. There we go. All right, 10.8. That's actually good because I only had 2 meals so far. And at a point in the day when I'd typically be having 3. All right, good. Let's go check, see what I was last week. All right, I was about the same actually. Cool. All right, let me show you what we're doing for the workout. So day 179, body weight 210.8, obviously. So it's up a little bit from yesterday, which is good. Farmer carries are gonna go 230 per, same thing with the long distance though, or longer distance. I'm gonna go 3 sets on the pull-ups, 1 set of the double dumbbell rows, and then single arm pull, but I'm gonna try half kneeling position. I think it was Urban Journal made that suggestion. Much appreciated, so I'm gonna give that a shot. And I don't know why, honestly, I didn't think of that. So good call there, Urban Journal, much appreciated. For some reason, I was just kind of like, oh, I guess I'd have to do it seated, but I think Urban Journal's onto something there. I should be able to get more force production. I should be able to move more weight before getting pulled out of position. So we'll test that theory, and then probably something for curls too. All right, here we go. All right, farmer carries complete. I went to 240 just because it's way easier to load up. So it was a little bit tougher than anticipated. Also the snow, also using boots, whatever. Had to get it done. Did not want to miss a week. So 240 longer distance, which is probably 60, 70 feet maybe down there, and then maybe the same back. Not 100% sure. Somewhere around there, maybe less, maybe more. So that felt good. If you're wondering why my face looked weird, it's because I put a mouth guard in just for the farmer carries. For some reason, I really chomped down, and I just don't want to break off a tooth or something like that. So yeah, it also forces you to breathe through your nose, which cranks the heart rate up a little more because it's a little harder to get a full breath. So it's kind of good though. It regulates your breathing a little more, but then afterwards it can take a little while to get your breathing back to normal. But yeah, really happy with that. That's a PR for distance, and the weight, obviously not a PR on the weight, but I'm happy with it. Very solid. I'll probably stay at that weight though, and hopefully next week there's no snow. And now we're on to pull-ups. Did a couple warm-up sets, and now we got 70 pounds, hoping to get 6, but that'll depend on if I'm going all the way up or not. And first rep, I'm definitely going to stretch everything because I compressed when I did the farmer carries. All right, here we go. A little swimming. I felt like I was bumping something. Ow. That was annoying. A little recovery. And then I'm dropping down on the weight. The way I used to train, I would just stay at the same weight for all the sets. And it just was not effective because, or not as effective, because I'd have to, like, say I got 6 good ones here, 7th one okay. If I stayed at 70 pounds, you know, I'm probably going to get 4 or 5 reps. And if I tried to stay at 70 pounds for another set, you know, same thing, I'd lose another rep or two. So wasn't super happy with the last 2 reps, but that's okay. The first 5 I felt pretty good about. Like I was saying, you could see if I stayed at 70, not going to be able to get, you know, anywhere near the same amount of reps with good form. So now we're down to 55, hopefully 6 plus good reps, but we'll see. Just see how things feel. All right. Maybe if I go faster on the first one. Just after the farmer carries, it always feels really good to stretch out the back. All right, last set. On to some rows after this. And then, yeah, hoping for 8 on this one, but I'm more focused on the stretch. I used to care a lot more about the weight and the reps on pull-ups, but I've seen way better gains dropping the weight a little bit and getting more range of motion. You know, just got to test different things sometimes and figure out what works best. And it just feels better, more like an actual pull-up as opposed to like just kind of coming down to here and then going back up, back down to here, going back up. Just didn't feel like I was really doing anything productive. Same thing with bench press. I know people do, you know, up and down bench press, but I'm a huge fan of doing the pause bench. Just feels better. Feels, again, like every rep is individual. I'm not just kind of flying through really quick trying to just hit the reps, and I don't really care, you know, what they look like. But it took me a long time to get to that point, so I could totally understand. I mean, just because I did it too, you know, just kind of moving through a little faster and just trying to hit numbers and reps and whatnot. All right. But then you also run into, okay, how do I track my progress? Because my form breaks down and I count that as progression, moving up in reps. Did I really progress, or did I just change my form so that I could get another rep or 2, if that makes sense? You got to keep all other aspects the same. And then if you get 1 or 2 more reps, then you know you actually progressed. All right, enough talk. Stretch. All right. Those are good. Well, I hope they were. Operation keep the lower back not getting overworked is in effect. So I think just one set will be solid, then stretch things out with the single arm pulls. So I'll try and get 15, hopefully get to at least 10 before putting down to reset, but we'll see. All right. We'll go feet close. See how that feels. Woo! Those are good. I feel like the grip is the limiting factor. And then the legs start to get tired, honestly, before the back. All right, that was solid. Onto some rows. There's some plow next door that's just like plowing, obviously, but they just like drop. They like lift the plow up and they adjust over and then they just drop it. It's like, so maybe the guy owns an asphalt company too, and it's part of the cyclical plan, telling the neighbor that next door they need to get their driveway repaved. It's all a plot. All right, so we got some half kneeling pull downs now. I got a slide. Let's see. Still on the edge of sliding, but definitely better. Still sliding a little bit, so for the future, not sure. The future is unknown with how I'm going to progress this. This helped a little bit, but I think just because the snow, well, that side feels decent. Or maybe the cure is just more reps, less weight. Whew. All right, back's feeling pretty toasty, so I'm going to rest for 30 seconds, 40 seconds, get a set of double, and then I'll probably do 2 sets on curls, and then that's it, because it's already been a decently long workout. Farmer carries took a little time to recover. I think I held my breath a little too much. I didn't hold my breath on the farmer carries, but I think I'm just not used to breathing through my nose. I always breathe through my nose, typically, like just daily living. But when I'm working out, your heart rate gets up a little more, breathing through the mouth. But with those, only breathing through the nose. So it took a couple minutes afterwards to kind of get oxygen recirculating. You stand up and you're kind of like, whoa. So because of that, workout took a little longer. So all that to say, I'm gonna do one more set of this, some curls, and that's it. Sorry, the setup takes a little longer using straps, but I want to see if it gets a little more back activation, a little less. There we go. A little less grip. All right. Maybe I could use 45s on the ground so I don't slide. Woo. Free lift up. All right, last thing, we're gonna do some curls, some barbell curls. This is about 100 pounds. It's not a 45-pound barbell. I'm not gonna take credit for that. It's just a 10-pound farmer carry implement. It's definitely more challenging because of the grip, but it's not 135 pounds. That would be sick. Don't think I could do that with farmer grip. I could do that not with farmer grip. That's easier, regular barbell. But with this, 100 pounds is good. Hopefully, I believe 10 is my PR. So, it's always in the back of my head. If things feel good, break past that. But there's no rush. All right. I'll face towards the camera. Something different. Try not to bite my lip. That felt solid. I think only one set for biceps is kind of frail, huh? I'll do a quick drop set, and that's it. Just the 22s here. A good workout, though. Oh, yeah, they're toasty. Whew. Oy. All right, that's it. Workout crushed. I'm sitting down. Yeah, that's it for today. Did everything on the plan. Actually, a little more because I did heavier in the farmer carries. So a little success there. And I did arms or curls. I didn't think I was going to. I used to have a dedicated arm day, actually 2 every week. And looking back now, it was kind of a waste of time. I should have been doing more major movements, like repeating, bench, repeating back movements, doing another leg or deadlift day. Anyway, you just got to try things to learn, and figure out. I'm sure that's a common thing, especially for guys, to have a, arm day twice per week or 3 times per week. Or the other thing that would happen is if my nutrition wasn't good and I didn't eat enough calories, I would start out a chest day or a leg day, and then I would be too fatigued. And so I was like, oh, I'll just go do biceps and triceps. Not good. Plan your nutrition. You got to eat. If you don't eat, you're not going to grow. It took me a long time to figure that out. Literally, it took me until starting this bulk to really understand that. I mean, I ate some food, but I did not eat enough food, anywhere near enough. I've said this a couple times, but if you're fueled up, like pretty much, and well rested and slept and all that, pretty much every workout you should feel pretty good, assuming your programming is steady and you're not, burning out your nervous system too much, whatever. But assuming your programming is steady, your sleep is good, and your food is good. Every workout you should feel pretty good, in my opinion, at least. But yeah, like I said, it took me a while to figure that out. Figure out that I was constantly under eating basically for the level of activity I had every day. But yeah, that's it. That's enough talk for today. Appreciate the support as always. Tomorrow we got some log press. I think the log press, I'm going to do some strict press, but then I'm going to try some push press too and maybe bump the weight up a little bit, because I know that in strongman contests that they allow push press. So, if that's my plan to do that in the future potentially, then I should probably start to work on what's the actual maximum weight that I can move with a little bit of leg drive. So that's something tomorrow, and then some behind the neck press again, the basic stuff. Until then, I'm going to decompress. Hope your day is going excellently. Hopefully there's snow in your area if you're excited about snow. If there's not, hopefully there isn't. Either way, there's a ton of snow here, so I'm probably going to go shovel now. All right, that's it. Peace.